just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will get the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
That's caught. It's Casey. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not.
There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So UCLA's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were
trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it inside the 13. Touchdown, UCLA. He got a step and just dusted the field. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Off play action on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Back to throw, it's Mims. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The throw, fires, and picked off.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored, unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Bruins! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Back to throw, it's Mims. They're working that left side.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They go to the wide receiver screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Beavers are flying down the field. It's a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. To the air, it's Mims. Pulls it in, it's Casey. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they can't make the play on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do it. It's hard to get inside the kicker's head. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught inside the 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCLA.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Mooney. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touch. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Mims. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Bradley. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. The Beavers decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fields the punt and try to pick up. Oh, and now the ball's been knocked free. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going for it all. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being...
Touchdown, Bruins! Fit it in the window for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Bradley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mims. Out of the backfield, he's open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Beavers in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it.
Turning it on!
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Beavers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the ground, it's Bradley. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time they get him in the backfield and they take back what he got on the previous play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. On the move. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Beavers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Fires complete on the crosser. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Bruins come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
To the air on first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Bradley. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are...
Sends it downfield. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Used. Scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. The give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Can't get him to the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hard running there. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mims. Got a man, it's Bradley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Plows through the defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground, he's got it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To to the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Southern Miss put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Eagles in some time. Heck of a showing by the boys from Hattiesburg. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Oregon State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots